Today, I want to talk about a sensitive topic. Why don't bosses fire bad employees? Let me take a second to explain what I mean. Now, at every place that I worked at, the same question came up, and it was usually between two different departments. Employee in one department or particular employee would say, hey, this guy in another department, he doesn't seem like he's qualified to work there. Why wouldn't his boss just fire him? And it would almost always be across different departments. And so this is what I want to talk about. Why is that perception of another employee in different department that they not qualified to work at maybe incorrect, and why bosses would not fire a person who could legitimately be not qualified to hold a position? As always, let's address the obvious thing first, and it's personal relationship. Boss and their employee may have a relationship that you are unfamiliar with. There could be a cousin, brother, sister. It could be the family member, or even somebody in a family asked for somebody to, see if maybe this person can help you out. And so they're a family member, and firing that person is obviously going to cause issues. And of course, the boss is going to take as long as possible to give that person as many chances as possible before determining they're unqualified and then trying to get rid of them or do something else. With the other type of relationship, people could simply be friends. You don't know if boss and that employee are going to rock concerts together after work. Maybe they're going out drinking together. Maybe they're smoking together. Maybe they're smoking together, right? So this is something that you are unaware of, and you don't know what is that relationship. And that's a very good reason why a certain employee may hang on longer than they deserve to be, even though they're not doing a good job. So now we got that out of the way, let's talk about what actually happens, so what I see happens more frequently. And it is because different people have different type of experience, especially in let's support, you get people from different areas. One person could have been just promoted from one department that did something else. Another person just graduated college. Another person was stolen from a competitor, right? And so all these people come together to form a department. And for somebody who's looking from outside, they're not aware of different experiences of different people. They just see different performance. They don't know what the backstory is. So they just assume like, hey, this person, doesn't know anything. Maybe they shouldn't be doing that job. But in fact, they maybe recently started, or they came from college or something else. But their boss is aware of that situation, and they're able to gauge, how much time to give them. Are they progressing? Maybe they're getting better, and that's what's important to them at the moment. So they have more information than you do, and you making sort of an assumption, like generalizing they all should be the same, when in fact their boss knows better, and they're able to gauge their department much better and know which employees should stay and go. Something that is related to experience but not necessarily go together is pay. Different people are paid differently, and because of that, they may have different expectations. Somebody who makes less money, there might be more forgiven for making mistakes than more experienced person. Now, is it absolutely the right thing to do? Maybe not. We're not going to get into it. But from a perception of a boss, they see persons' value to a company versus how much they're being paid. And that is a significant factor. Somebody who's getting paid very little, they're always available, but they can handle complicated jobs, for example. And then you maybe as a project manager, and you send in work to techs, and you see this tech, they can never handle my jobs, but you would always send them more complicated stuff. But they're really good at day-to-day stuff, and they're always available, and they're the least expensive employer. So from a boss's perspective, that person is great. They are really great value for the money. And of course, there could be a situation where a boss is just lazy and they don't want to look for a replacement. Finding a replacement person is hard. And I've seen this where you have a person who may be like an administrative type position, like billing or something similar to it, and they're the only person in the role, but they're doing like a half-ass job. Everyone knows they're doing a half-ass job. But they are kind of doing some kind of job, and it's better than nobody, and trying to replace him means that you have to fire them, or you have to look for another person first, then teaching them, and sometimes I don't want to do it. This this person is like kind of getting their stuff done. I just don't have time to deal with it. Let them do it, and later we'll just sort things out, you know. So that's another situation I've seen, not frequently, but it does come up. So this is a conversation I had to have with a number of people, and sometimes when you look at another department, you just don't know what's going on there. You don't know how much people make, what their experience level is, so you shouldn't be too harsh or too quick at saying this person should be fired. You may not have the context, what the person does, and all the other details we talked about. So let me know if you agree with me, disagree with me, you have any more bullet points to it, put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you in another video.